Hey, what's up, guys? It's Bunmi here, and I wanted to share something with you that I was thinking about earlier this morning. So, I had actually sent a text to my kids, and it was something like, I hope you guys understand the importance of developing a stream of income that is not based on your labor at this moment. Like, where the only way you get paid is that you work these amount of hours and get paid that linear amount of dollars for that hour, those hours that you worked. And I was saying, like, do you all get it? Do you understand what I'm saying? And I told them, I said, there may come a time in your life where either you can't work or you don't want to work. And when that time comes where you can't work or you don't want to work, God forbid, I mean, anything can happen. I won't even start naming what can happen when you can't work, but when if that time comes, understand that your bills don't go away just because your income goes away, just because you can't work. And understand that there's still a lifestyle that you would like to have for yourself. And the only way, if you can't work, the only way that you would still have income coming in, and I'm not talking about being dependent on the government, the only way that you can still have income coming in is if you had prepared ahead of time for what's going on right now, where you find yourself not physically able to go to a job, or you just don't want to go to the job. I mean, anything could happen. It could be a family member gets sick, you got to take care of them. It could be you become disabled, you become sick, you become, I don't know, depressed. I mean, I don't want to speak those bad things over you, but you got to understand that anything can happen and you've got to prepare for the future, right? So, I'm trying to teach my children this now. Okay, guys, you're not always going to be 23. You're not always going to be in your 20s. You gotta make hay while the sun is shining, y'all. You gotta prepare now for your future self. That's what I told them. Love your future self enough to take care of this future self. So let me tell you what's going on with me. And what made me think about this was, there's some things going on right now in my life that, like, my schedule has totally changed. Like, it's just, without saying exactly what's going on, like, my time isn't my own as much as it was, and I have new responsibilities that are in my day that I didn't have before, and responsibilities for other people that I'm helping out, right? So my day is things are totally different, and I don't have as much time to put into the things and the activities of my business as I once was. Now, I'm still doing a lot because I've always went above and beyond, but I don't have as much time. My day doesn't flow the same way because I have other new responsibilities. But here's what I'm saying. I was thinking today, I was like, Lord Jesus, I am so grateful that over the last 15 years, I put some things in place to establish me for my now. I could have never imagined or thought what's going on now would be happening. I didn't know, but I knew the importance of residual income. I knew the importance of building a business that would pay me even when I stopped that business. So thank God that I have at least 3 businesses that I get paid from, that I put in the work early on. And it wasn't the type of work where you work for 8 hours, you get paid for 8 hours. No, it's like you can work for 2, 3, 8, 16, however many hours, you get paid. It's seed sown, but these seeds keep sowing and growing into the future, right? So now I'm making money off of things that I did in 2010. Money off of things that I did in 2011, 2014, 2016, right? So I'm just so grateful for that. So because I had the foresight and I wanted to set my life up in a certain way in 2000, let's say 10, when I started doing that, I didn't look down the road and see exactly what would be happening in 2020, right? But conceptually, I knew that it was important for me to have residual income where you do something one time and you keep getting paid over and over and over and over again, right? So I'm just so glad for that decision that I made over 10 years ago that's helping me right now. Because oh my God, I think sometimes, what if I had to go to a job right now? Like, I couldn't be doing what I'm doing and helping out like I'm helping if I had a job to go to. It just wouldn't work. So I thank God that I've established my life so that I don't have to have a job. I don't have a job, but I absolutely have income. And business income is so much better than the linear income from a job. Bob Proctor, don't take it from me, take it from Bob Proctor. Bob Proctor said and continues to say that, and Robert Kiyosaki said it too, that earning money from a job is one of the worst ways to earn income. Bunmi Moore didn't say it, even though Bunmi Moore agrees with it because she learned it from these mentors, but they said working a job is one of the worst ways to earn money. Now, if that's all you know, it's better to work a job than just to be dependent on friends, family, and the government and be unproductive with yourself. And a job helps you to stay in business while you're building a business. So I'm not trashing jobs. Jobs have their place. If you need them or if you love them and you feel fulfilled, then that's fine. However, Coach Dina says, I'm so happy and grateful now that I don't have a job because profits are better than wages. Yes, Jim Rohn said that, guys, and he said it best. Profits are better than wages. We can have a whole economic discussion of all the reasons it's better to earn money from a business than it is from exchanging your life, your time for dollars job. Think of the tax implications for one thing. I love that. Not only do I have the income that's paying me from what I did 10 years ago, but also I pay a smaller amount of taxes on that money than people who are earning money from a job. So really start getting an understanding on this whole financial picture, guys. Understand why profits are better than wages. Understand why business income is better than your job income. Understand now, starting from where you are right now, why should you develop an income, pay the price upfront and in full right now with doing something so that maybe you stop doing that something and in 2030, you're still getting paid from what you did today in 2020. 2025, man, you making them dollars because of the seeds that you sowed today. They germinated and started producing more seeds and started producing fruit for the future. Let me stop this. I don't know how to stop this on the iPhone. Okay. So that's just really some food for thought. I'd love to hear your comments and your feedback on this topic. But it's like, this is so important to me, not just to me, but what really sparked me today was my children. I want my children to get it. And I want them to get it early. Sometimes a prophet is without honor in his own hometown, right? They've been hearing me say these things for years, 4 years. They can repeat it back, I'm sure. So my daughter, when I typed it to them in the chat group this morning, she said, "Oh, you mean like residual income?" Like, she knows the words, right? She knows the words, but right now she's not building any residual income. She's excited to be using her degree and, you know, and doing what she does, and that's great. But she has said that there's some things she wants to do with writing and do on the side or whatever. So that's good that she's thinking about other ways to earn income that's fulfilling for her. But the thing that I want these kids to understand, like, there's so many things. Don't wait until you get sick to say, "Oh, I should have gotten the life insurance." How many times people do that? Don't wait until somebody dies before you say that. "Oh, dang, I wish I had gotten that policy." Or, "I wish I had gotten the disability insurance." Listen to this. I can remember the man coming to the kitchen table when I was married. I think I was still in my 20s. This man sat down to sell me and my husband at the time a disability policy. He was a correctional officer. And I remember this from me selling insurance. And he was saying, and I've said this to people too, that is a greater chance that you become disabled by a certain age than it is that you die, right? But when you're young, we're young and healthy and strong. We don't have to think about being disabled. Well, fast forward, I don't know how many years later, my ex-husband became disabled. He got congestive heart failure. And then his job said, "Hey, you can't perform the duties," and he had to leave. If we had just said yes to the disability insurance, he'd have at least $3,000 more a month right now. But we were young and didn't look into the future and thinking, "Oh, who's going to know we won't become disabled?" You know what I'm saying? So we got to look forward. Think about our future selves. I believe so much in insurance. Insurance is protecting yourself against the chance of something happening. You know, we're going to spend money anyway. Why not spend money to protect yourself just in case? I think that's a smart thing to do. So let's get our financial houses in order, guys. Let's not just hear these principles, but just act on them. Even if you know, like, "Oh, I want to pick the best policy." Just get something now, just to get some coverage now, and then you can figure out what's better later on, but at least get yourself something. You know what I'm saying? So we talked a lot in this video. We've talked about residual income. We've talked about insurance. We've talked about profits being better than wages. We talked a little bit about taxes. We talked about a lot of things in this video. I think this video is worth sharing. I think this video is worth it eliciting some thoughts within you, some conversations maybe to have with your children or your family, to ask yourself, "Hey, am I doing the right things? Am I doing enough? Is there any place I need to step up in my finances? Is there any coverages that I don't have that I should have? Am I saving enough? Am I looking towards my future self?" These conversations are so important, and they're important for us to take this information and then pass it on to our children and our children's children. Coach Danita says, "I love your success story. It has inspired me to go for my own dreams and group." Oh, well, I'm glad I can be an inspiration. All right, guys, I just wanted to share that with you all because I was thinking about that this morning, and I'm like, "Oh, you know, you just want your kids to get it. Like, come on, y'all, please get it. All right, you all have a great day. Remember, you are more powerful than you know. See you later. Bye-bye.